Hi everyone, I'm Kancho, and today we're going to take a look at the 6 different kinds of Ashibarai. But before we begin by throwing each other around onto the floor, please remember to hit the like, subscribe and notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of our videos. Now there are 6 kinds of Ashibarais that we practice in our Shotokan dojos. There is Mai Ashi Ashibarai, Gyaku Ashibarai, Mai Ashi and Gyaku Ura Ashibarai, Gyaku Ushuru Ashibarai, Mawashi Ashibarai, and Yiza Ashibarai. Well, okay, let's now take a look at what each of these Ashibarais are and how you execute them. Well, okay, let's start with Mai Ashi Ashibarai. Now, that is simply by using my front leg or front foot to sweep the opponent's front foot. So what I'll do is I'll use my front foot to sweep like a broom over the floor and hook the opponent's leg in front. The second one is Gyaku Ashibarai. That is where I use my back leg. Same technique as with the front leg. The only difference is this one comes from behind, and I'm also doing the same kind of a sweep from the back. Now, Mai Ashi or Gyaku Ura Ashibarai is where the action is not from the outside in, but from the inside out. So if I used to have to use the Mai Ashi leg, this will be the effect, and the Gyaku Ashibarai, this will be the effect going forward. Now, Mawashi Ashibarai is where I use a normal Mawashi giri, a Gedan Mawashi giri, and I'm literally kicking the opponent's legs out from under him. Now, Ushuru Gyaku Ura Ashibarai is the one where I spin around my back, down to the floor, and take his legs out from there. Yiza Ashibarai is where I use my upper leg or knee area to simply bump the opponent off balance. So I'm just going to move forward, and as he's trying to step back or out of the way, I'm going to bump his front leg or the stepping leg in front of the other one and make him fall back. To do a successful Ashibarai, you need to have your timing tuned in perfectly. If the opponent is planted on the floor, that will make Ashibarai extremely difficult. So there's a couple of instances that I'm waiting for him to do before I execute my Ashibarai. For instance, if he's moving forward, the moment the foot leaves the floor or becomes lighter on the floor, on that exact moment would be my opportunity to strike with an Ashibarai. If he's moving backwards, relieving the weight of the one foot and replacing everything else on the back foot, that will also be my opportune moment of doing the Ashibarai. Now, coming in straight into the leg can be painful for both fighters. So the direction of sweep that I'm executing will be, if I come from the outside, it will be from the outside and then 45 degrees towards me, or 45 degrees passing me. So I'm not going to do this. I'm going to sweep his leg in here. So not only is his leg going to the side, but it's going to the side and slightly forward, breaking his balance and making him fall. Let's start by taking a look at the 2 distances in which we are going to practice Ashibarai today. Now, remember, the aim is always to get both feet in one go, not just the front foot. I want to hook the front foot and the back foot because that will be a more successful takedown. Now we're going to take a look at 2 distances. The Kumite distance, which is a faraway distance, and then the grappling distance. The Kumite distance, where I have to hook the foot at a distance, and grappling, where we're struggling with each other, and I'm doing either of the Ashibarais to free myself from the opponent or to take him down successfully. Starting with the first Ashibarai, which is Mai Ashi Ashibarai, I'm using my front foot to get at my opponent there. we're in a fighting situation, we're both moving around, so I'm going to shuri ashi in and take his leg from here. I look for the other leg, so the fight's here, and I'm moving in there. Now the question always is, does it matter what leg is in front? And the answer is no, it really doesn't matter. I can have the same leg in front and do Ashibarai, or I can have the alternate leg in front and also do Ashibarai, and it'll look like this. Moving on to number 2, Gyaku Ashibarai. Now this is where I use my back leg as quick as I can to do the Ashibarai then, scooping his leg out. Now remember, I'm not coming in dead on the leg there or on the foot. I am sweeping the leg inwards there, breaking his balance. So Gyaku Ashibarai, same leg in front, will look something like this. Alternating legs in front, so we don't have the same leg in front, it'll look like this. The third one, which is my ashi or Gyaku ashi, ura ashibarai, is where the leg hooks in from the inside, so it's more like a heel kick, but more a hook and a sweep. As I'm moving in, I'm doing this, hooking his leg from under him. So my ashi with the front foot will be here, I'm going in with a shuri ashi, and it'll look something like this. Coming in with the alternating leg, so if we had this here, doesn't really matter, if I use the front foot, it is there. And now if I do the Gyaku, same thing, comes in, hook the leg out, and also if we have the same legs in front, using Gyaku will be from here. The fourth one is Ushuru Gyaku Ura Ashibarai or Kaiten Ashibarai, depending on the terms that you prefer to use. And this is where I spin. So I'm going to go down to the floor, spin and try to move both of his legs like this. So I'm not going to make him fall now. He's just going to stand up straight so that you can see where my feet end up. So as I go, that will be my reach to the back there. I'm always trying to take both of his legs out there. Now, with this Ashibarai, I'm always waiting for the opponent, or Sensei Peter, to do a mawashi giri. So, if I can get him to stand on one leg or to commit with a kick, the moment the kick is here, I will do the Ashibarai. You'll have no defense. Now the fifth one is Mawashi Ashibarai. Now there are two phases to Mawashi Ashibarai. The first phase is me standing up straight here, and the second phase is where I'm dropping to the floor in an effort to get both legs, not just one. Now remember, my aim is always to try and get both legs. It will make the Ashibarai or the throw more successful. So I can do this with my Ashi Mawashi. From a distance here, I can just go in shuri ashi and mawashi his leg out there, looking something like this. Or I could use Gyaku mawashi giri, Gyaku mawashi ashibarai, and simply step in and mawashi kick his leg out to the side there. So I'm just going to take his leg there with a mawashi giri. The second phase to this technique is where I go down low in an effort to try and get both legs. So I'm coming in from a distance and I'm going to do mawashi giri, aiming for his back foot or back leg, trying to make him fall there. So he's not going to fall now. I'm just going to move forward and show you the technique. There. And I can also do it for the front leg. If I cannot reach the back leg, it'll be like this. There. little bit faster. There. And then the takedown. And then the last Ashibarai, which is Hiza Ashibarai, is where I'm using my upper leg or knee area to bump his front foot in either direction. Now, it can be with the front foot, my Ashi, so as I'm going, I'm moving his leg in that direction, breaking his balance. Or it can be Gyaku. I can come in from behind and this will happen. Not just using my foot, but using my entire leg. Now, the opportune moment of using this is as I'm putting pressure onto him, he's going to try and move back. He's going to try and step back with this foot. And as he steps back, I am bumping one foot in front of the other one, his hook, and he will fall. Moving on to close combat. Now this is where we're in a grappling situation, so we're locked here, or he's got control of me here, and we're now grappling. And I know if this stays here, both of us are going to end up on the floor. So I need to take the initiative of taking control as soon as I possibly can. So starting with Ashibarai, my Ashibarai is where I'm going to use my front foot. We're here, and I'm simply going to go take the leg out, or if both legs are close to each other, take both legs out. Gyaku Ashibarai will be from here. We're fighting, I can simply go and take out the front leg to the side, or try and take both legs if they're close enough here, both legs, and then take him to the floor there. Now, my Ashi and Gyaku Ashibarai, the Ura Ashibarais, from here, I can move in with my front leg and do the Ura Ashibarai there, or use my back leg for Gyaku Ura Ashibarai and taking his leg to the front, forcing him into a semi-split. Now when we're looking at Ushuru Gyaku Ura Ashibarai, the spinning one, it's kind of very difficult at this distance, especially as he still has control of me here. So I will look for the best moment to execute that Ashibarai technique. So we're grappling here, he's changing his legs, fighting. As he lets go, at that moment he lets go, I'm going. Taking out his legs and making him fall. And then the last two, which is Mawashi Ashibarai and Yiza Ashibarai, is we're locked into a fight here. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a Mawashi Giri and try Mawashi both his legs out, or just simply focus on the front leg and Mawashi keep the leg out, or with the front foot, Mawashi his legs out. Next. Gyaku will be with the back leg, massive Mawashi Giri on the leg there, and with the front foot will be Mawashi Giri the leg out to the side there. The Hiza Ashibarai is as we get closer here, the fight's getting more intense. We're here trying to execute locks. Now, bear in mind, I think to forget this sometimes. When you fight, you're not only just fighting here, you're fighting everywhere. Left, right, top and bottom. So if I commit here, not only am I fighting with my arms, my head, my elbows, I'm also fighting with my hips, my knees and my feet downwards. So as we're here, I'm fighting with everything I possibly can. So now, using Hiza Ashibarai is I'm going to use my entire leg. So I'm placing pressure on him. He's pushing, I'm pushing, and the moment he relents for a fraction of a second either way, I'm going to use the upper leg and break his balance there, or coming in with the back leg. Also, Hiza Ashibarai using the whole leg, as we go, and taking him down there. Taking a look at the defensive side of it is we'll start with my Ashibarai from a Kumite perspective or a distance fight. So as he's going to do shuri ashi and try to sweep my leg here, my first defense will be my ashi maikiri. Or as he moves in, I'm going to hit him. Now remember, he needs to execute his my Ashibarai. So for a moment, he's going to put himself off balance. So the moment he makes contact with my foot here, he's going to be slightly off balance. So if I hit him Kazamazuki or the jab punch there immediately, I might have the upper hand early on in the fight. So he's coming in from a distance, and as he goes, I am following up with my strikes. The other one, Gyako Ashibarai, where he comes in with his with the leg at the back. As he's coming from my foot here, again, I can just move it out of the way, do my ashi. Maikiri, go for the groin, the upper leg, and or a strike. So I'm just getting myself out of the way. Now for my ashi and Gyako Ashibarai legs, the other defense is that as he moves, I'm out of the way and then going forward. Now I'm timing this perfectly. So as he does the Ashibarai, I'm going to bounce. While his leg is there, I'm already bouncing back to do my counter there. So as he goes, I'm going to try and catch him off balance. Now, I don't want to move too fast. I want him to commit on that Ashibarai or strike towards my knee. Moving on to my or Gyako Ura Ashibarai is where Sensei Peter is going to slide in and hook my foot from the opposite side. He'll go in here, do Ura Ashibarai there, or with the Gyako leg, move in and try to hook my foot from the side there. Now again, best defense at this moment is to quickly get my foot out of the way, so as he moves, I'm out of the way. So that leaves his attempt at attacking me at nil. It doesn't matter with what leg. If he comes with the other leg, same thing. I've got my leg out of the way, going there. Now I'm moving back, so if he is aiming to go for both my legs, I'll be off-centered and he won't be able to reach my back leg. Now, another defense is as he moves into sweep, I'm going to plant the foot that he's trying to sweep. So as he moves in with that leg trying to hook in, I'm planting my leg, I'm stopping his attack right here, and I now have the upper hand. So I just changed the moment of opportunity towards me and redirected his attack and made him fall onto the floor. Now it is exactly the same with both legs, doesn't matter which leg is in front. So if he swings his back leg in and tries to hook there, as I plant, planting my foot down and moving forward towards him here, I have taken this opportunity. So instead of him throwing me, I now have the upper hand in throwing him onto the floor there. Moving on to the Ushuru Gyako Ura Mawashikiri is where he's going to swing his leg all the way 360 degrees and try to take both my legs either from this side or from that side, really doesn't matter. So as he's going to swing his leg, I'm going to go out of the way and then do my counter there. The second defense is as he's swinging his leg there, I have moved forward. Now, I've got my knee on his upper leg. He's kind of stuffed now because he's stuck on the floor, and my defense or counter attack will be immediately there. The other one will be is as he does it. Now, it's kind of a chance that I'm taking because I don't really know if it's going just for the one leg or for both legs. But as he does it, I'm taking one leg out of the way and I'm going to land a Katugeri axe kick right on top of him. So, as he goes, I'm going and my foot will land there. Let's try and do that a little normal. And then Hiza Ashibarai, where he's going to use his upper leg or knee to bump my foot out of the way. So first defense is, As he puts pressure on me, I'm trying to go back, my leg out of the way, and then I just follow up with yokogiri. A little faster will be there. The second defense is, as he's pushing me back there, bumps my leg out of the way in an effort to make me fall back, but instead of falling, I am twisting with my leg to counter the effect of wanting to fall on my back. So as he pushes me back, I drop and take his leg there. A little faster will look something like this. Now when it comes to close quarter combat, we are already locked in here. I've already messed up. We're already here. I don't want to be there, because if he's stronger than me, he will have the upper hand all the way through. And I have to do a couple of dirty fighting techniques just to get him to either release or slightly go back so I can get the upper hand there. So trying to stop an Ashibarai in this moment is going to be extremely difficult, and you're going to have to train as much as you possibly can in this scenario. So the first defense that I can advise you to do is, as you're going to do Ashibarai with the front leg here, I'm just going to change my legs and counter with my own Ashibarai. If he's going to try and step in and hook there, I'm going to copy and paste his movements and make him fall with his own techniques. So we are here, and he's going to swing the back leg in and try to hook my front leg there. As he does, I can either change and do a hook back, or I can use the same front foot and bend my knee in, breaking his balance and making him fall there. Now, while you're practicing Ashibarais, you have to be careful of the knee area, because some of the throws or hooking techniques that you are going to do will be against the normal bend of the knee, and knee injuries can occur easily. So once again, we're here. He's going to try and do any one of the Ashibarais trying to take me down. Right? I'm going to counter it and then follow up. Now, as you exercise this, it can also be a fun exercise. Just make sure that you have a soft area around you so that if you fall, you don't knock your head against something. We're going to be here and see who catches who with whatever Ashibarai we decide to do. Great fun, but excellent exercise. Now, like with everything, the more you practice it, the easier it's going to get, and the more lethal you're going to be with whatever Ashibarai you decide to do, either on the competition floor or out there on the street. So we'll do a little bit of exercises. This one will be my Ashi Washigiri. Now remember, I don't want to kick the leg straight to the side. I want to bring the leg in a 45-degree angle over there. I don't want my opponent to fall way over there. Falling way over there is fine for self-defense, but if I want to do a successful counter and finish the fight, or score not a low but a very high point, I want my opponent to fall close to me so I can get to him in lightning speed. So, first exercise with my Ashibarai.
Each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, siege, arch, gu, chu.
Changing our legs.
Each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, siege, arch, gu, chu.
Moving on to Gyaku Ashibarai, where the back leg comes in and sweep. And again, I'm trying not to hit the foot or leg directly to the side, but I'm trying to draw it 45 degrees either towards me or passing my side. It looks something like this.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu,
Changing our legs.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu.
Yeah! Practicing my Ashi Ura Ashibarai will be as I'm moving from here, using my leg and sweeping his leg from the inside to the outside, looking like this.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu,
Changing our legs.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu.
Yeah! Gyaku Ura Ashibarai will be with the Gyaku leg or back leg coming in and doing Ashibarai there.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu.
Changing our legs.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu.
Moving on to Ushirigyaku Ura Ashibarai, it'll look something like this.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu.
And then moving on to the other leg, looks something like this.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu.
The next one is Mawashi Ashibarai, and that is where I'm utilizing Mawashi Giri, which is usually done for the head, but I'm going to do Mawashi Giri on the front leg, kicking his leg out to the side.
each, ni, san, shi, go, rek, sich, ach, gu, chu.
Changing our legs.
each, ni, san, shi, go,
And then the last one, here's our Ashibarai, where I'm using the upper leg or knee area to move his leg or to do an Ashibarai so that you can fall over from the outside to the inside. Looking something like this.
each, knee, san, chi, go, rek, siege, ach, groove, chew,
Changing our legs.
each, knee, san, chi, go, rek, siege, ach, groove, chew.
Well, that was our look into the 6 different kinds of Ashibarai, and then how to execute them, how to defend against them, and a little bit of the training that you can do with the Ashibarai. Now, you would have noticed that we used a paper cylinder to practice the Ashibarai with. During this time of lockdown, and you might not have an opponent or a sparring partner to practice against. So that is just our way of showing you guys that you can still practice it with whatever you can lay your hands on. Now remember, the names and terminology may differ from style to style, or from club to club, or even from instructor to instructor, but the basic fundamentals always remain the same.